Hello, thank you for joining me. Welcome to another edition of Johnny Investing. Other people trying to sell you something. I'm just here to find those A winners, go-getters, trend-setting companies to invest in. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be. We got a great show for you today. Today we're talking about Recursion Pharmaceuticals. So please read the disclaimer on your own time. So Recursion Pharmaceuticals, they're a clinical stage biotechnology company, and they're really trying to decode biology by integrating different technology innovations across different platforms: biology, chemistry, automation, machine learning, engineering, and they're trying to really industrialize drug discovery, which is really exciting. So their leadership team, let's go to leadership team. Chris Gibson, PhD. This guy, I'm looking for biotechnology companies that have world-class talent, expertise, leadership, strong leadership teams. And this guy, Chris Gibson, PhD founder, this guy is the real deal. I've heard him in a bunch of interviews. He's trying to really make these radical technology innovations that Recursion Pharmaceuticals is trying to develop, and they got a bunch of drugs in clinical stage trials I'm going to talk about. He's also the guy that worked with, I don't know if you guys know, Dr. Dean Lee, who's the Merck, he's basically president of Merck Research Labs. Chris Gibson and Dr. Dean Lee, they shared the same lab, shared the same lab. So the same approaches. Guy that's running Merck Research Labs worked with Dr. Chris Gibson. This guy knows what he's doing. Really excited about their leadership team. Let's go to the pipeline. So you can see they got couple different medications in for phase 2 trials that I'm going to be talking about, and really keep an eye on. 2 different indications in phase 1 trial, but the one that I'm really excited about is in preclinical trial is this bottom one, Clostridium difficile colitis. So that's really a terrible disease, basically. Unfortunately, it happens to patients when they're older in the hospital. It's basically, really bad case of explosive diarrhea, basically, and it's really awful. There's only basically antibiotics, vancomycin, metronidazole. There's maybe a monoclonal antibody, bexlotuximab, available to treat it, and it's really, really awful. I mean, you're basically on vancomycin, not IV therapy, actually. What's it called? You can't give it orally. They got to give it IV, and I want to say it's like 21 days. So it's really awful. Bacterial infection. And if they can have some kind of breakthrough and start off on phase 1 trial, I think this stock and company is going to go up big time. So let's look at the stock price. Recursion Pharmaceuticals, RXRX is the stock symbol. RXRX. They're at the time of the video, stock's trading about $12 a share. I do think there's a potential because of their pipeline and the C. diff. If that gets to phase 1 trial, I'm going to definitely be following it closely. I think this is a 5x return. They're really trying to leverage technology to reshape typical drug discovery. And they've done it so far. They got medications, phase 2 trial, phase 1 trial. I mean, they're trying to broaden the potential therapeutic starting points by, basically hypothesizing and using human-based targets and rapidly narrowing down the failure points, identifying those early failure points early in the research cycle, so they're less expensive. And if this can really accelerate the development of high potential drug candidates, I mean, they have this recursion operating system. It's a closed loop system that combines their proprietary in-house data that's generated using advanced computational tools, hopefully to accelerate therapeutic programs. So I'm definitely interested in this company. I think it's really promising so far. Going to keep a close eye on it. They got some more data that's going to be reported regarding their phase 2 trial and their phase 1 trial. And I'm going to keep a close eye on that Clostridium difficile, or C. diff for short, preclinical work to see what comes out on that, because that would be a big game changer antibiotic. That's all the time we have for the video. Please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.